Ang mga opinyon at pananaw sa channel na ito ay sa inyong lingkod lamang. #JUT Thoughts.
Seriously, mga ka-JUT, hindi ko alam kung ano talaga mangyayari after this quarantine. Meron daw kasi nga pagbabago after May 15. Ito daw yung plano after daw enhanced community quarantine. Ito daw magiging general community quarantine. Ito yung sinasabi niya yung the new normal. Puntahan natin itong post ng friend ko. Messenger niya sa akin. So, ito yung babasahin natin. Pagbabasahin natin kung ano yung posibleng mangyari during the general community quarantine. After the 15th of May, if the ECQ will not be extended anymore, we should all assume that general community quarantine will be imposed on all of the regions affected by the COVID-19, included dito yung Metro Manila. Let us help Malacanang in informing people of the new normal. Ito yung guidelines. Selected workers in non-essential services are allowed to go to work. Electronics, exports, manufacturing, e-commerce, delivery, repair services, maintenance, housing. Siguro bukas din, pati hardware. Okay, 50-50. Half of the employees work from home and 50% are working on-site. Finance, business process outsourcing or BPO, mga call centers, and non-leisure trade and service. Mga mananatiling sarado will remain closed. Schools, amusement centers, Quantum, sarado ka pa, World of Fun, time zone, leisure facilities, gaming and tourism services, not permitted to leave the house. Children, hanggang 20 years old. 20 years old? Children. Elderly, 60 years old and above, mga senior citizens pa rin. And people with high-risk health issues. Only shops entering to necessities will be allowed to reopen in malls. Malls will limit entry of shoppers. Ano yung necessities? Basta, necessities. Air conditioning will be limited in malls. Wi-Fi will not be provided. No loitering around. Siguro yung mga kakailangan sa bahay, sabon, shampoo, groceries, and hardwares and the like. Yung mga sarado mo na dun, yung mga department store. Priority construction projects can resume. Yung mga highway, yung mga tulay, and hopefully, yung mga pinakpak na kalsada sa Abilida at Papa. Starting September, hanggang sa nagkaroon ng quarantine, hindi pa rin nagagawa yung kalye na yon. Shout out sa DPWH na binabakbak ang kalye ng Abilida at Papa annually. Non-workers are allowed to buy food and go out to avail of essential services, provided na meron pa rin social distancing. Yung mga allowed, 21 to 59 years old. Except again, children, elderly, and vulnerable people. Public transport can operate at reduced capacity. Kung 10 yung jeep, kung 20 sa loob ng jeep, magiging 10 na lang. Local government units shall enforce curfew to non-workers. Yung regular na curfew, kung di ako nagkakamali, is 8 p.m. up to 5 a.m. Airports and ports can only operate for the unhampered delivery of goods. Yung mga goods lang na hindi na-deliver, yun pa lang yung deliver ng airplane. Pero seriously, yung simbahan hindi din kasi ata pinayagan sa general quarantine kasi ipunan pa rin yun ng mga tao. So, miss ko pa rin yung Santo Domingo, to be honest. Kailan ko ba kayo makikita? Plans of going out or reunions after May 15 are still not entirely possible. You are required to bring an ID that specifies your age and address wherever you go. Ganun pa rin. checkpoints available pa rin. Will still be in place. You will still be questioned if you defy the rules. Hindi naman ako masyadong nilalakas. We need to abide by the guidelines. Be aware that you are trying to avoid a second wave which is considered to be more damaging than the first. Gaya ng Spanish flu. Naalala ko yung Spanish flu, nabasa ko to eh. Spanish flu 1918 to 1919, umabot sa 40 to 50 million death toll. Spanish flu, also known as H1N1. Nabasa ko lang to nabasa ko lang sa internet yan. Nung nangyari, inilift up yung quarantine, marami nagsilabasan. Dumoble yung mga nag-positive sa Spanish flu. So, marami rin namatay. So, kaya nga, iniisip nga ng government itong general community quarantine para maiwasan yung dilemma na to. Sa bagay, nabasa ko din yung Black Death, aka bubonic plague, mga 14th century pa to, 1347 to 1351, 4 years din yun. Ang death toll niya, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, death toll ba to o cases, is 200 million. Pero tayo mga Pilipino, mas pinipili pa rin natin maging optimistic kung ano man yung dapat mangyari. And hopefully, pray lang at malalampasan natin ito lahat ng to. Kahit na sinasabi nila we are going to have a new normal. Sa bagay, we can't predict the future kaya sinabi new normal kasi normal na nakasanayan natin matatagalan pa bago bumalik. Hindi pa natin alam kung ano magiging itsura ng new normal pero still, we have to abide. We have to cooperate and we have to embrace this type of change. And napulot ko tong quote na to from Facebook. Sabi, nothing should go back to normal. Normal wasn't working. If we go back the way things were, we will have lost the lesson. Maybe rise up and do better. Kapit lang mga